The Magna Carta Henry was only the first of a number of English kings to build up their power. Because of this, many English nobles in the 1100s believed they were losing power, and they resented it. When King John proved a weak leader in war, these discontented nobles rebelled. At Runnymede in 1215, they forced him to put his seal on the Magna Carta, or Great Charter. The Magna Carta was, above all, a feudal document. Its purpose was to confer more rights on nobles. Feudal custom had always recognized that the relationship between a king and his knights, vassals, was based on mutual rights and obligations. The Magna Carta, however, recognized this fact in writing. In later centuries, the Magna Carta was used to strengthen the idea that a monarch's power was limited, not absolute. Through later interpretation, certain provisions of the Magna Carta acquired significance for commoners, as well as nobles. One provision of the Magna Carta stands out. Chapter 39 reads, "No free man shall be taken or imprisoned or dispossessed, or outlawed, or banished, or in any way destroyed, nor will we go upon him, nor send upon him, except by the legal judgment of his peers or by the law of the land." In the 14th century, this provision gave rise to trial by jury. When the Magna Carta was first signed, this provision did not apply to everyone. In 1215, the label of free man applied to fewer than half the English population. Later, however, this statement was applied to all. The principles of English common law and the Magna Carta were adopted by the American colonies. When the colonies became a new nation, these same principles of law would become part of the legal system of the United States. Citizenship. The Magna Carta's influence. The Magna Carta arose out of a dispute between nobles and their king. At the time, neither group considered the document of importance to the lower classes. However, the principles in the Magna Carta had an influence on the founding documents of the United States, such as the U.S. Constitution. The Magna Carta was initially intended as a document to reaffirm the feudal system and to allow nobles more rights. However, when the founders of the United States began to write the U.S. Constitution, their view of the document's purpose colored how they took inspiration from it. For example, many believed that the Magna Carta was an assertion of the rights of the common man against authoritarian rulers. Because of this, many early state constitutions, upon which the U.S. Constitution is partially based, provided for the rights of citizens, listing protections they had from the government. The Bill of Rights was also born under such an influence. When interpreted broadly and from a modern perspective, the Magna Carta can be seen as limiting a monarch's power, which has significance